Hey guys, welcome back to my channel today. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the new Charlotte Tilbury Pillowtalk collection. I am so excited to have picked this stuff up. If you guys are unfamiliar, she has a best-selling lipstick called Pillowtalk, and it has been a bestseller forever, I believe, like quite some time anyways. So I was super excited to find out that she added an eyeshadow quad and a blush, and I definitely had to pick those up ASAP. If you guys are new to my channel, hello, my name is Jenna Fraze. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I chat about high-end and luxury makeup on this channel. It is what I'm obsessed with. So if you're obsessed with high-end just like me, then I would love for you to consider subscribing to my channel. I post new videos every single week. And without further ado, let's get on to this review. First of all, let's talk about the eyeshadow quad. This packaging is their standard eyeshadow quad packaging, super elegant and gorgeous. When you open it up, you will see the 4 shades themselves as well, which is beautiful. You can definitely tell that these shades are inspired from the Pillowtalk lipstick. They are absolutely stunning. You have your roses and your rose gold pops of shimmer. They're very, very beautiful. I honestly think that this palette is going to be very good for many skin tones, but I think it's going to be the perfect like neutral eyeshadow quad, if that makes sense. So you're not going to get a very heavy smoky eye with this or lots of deep pinks in your creases with this one. This one is definitely much more of an everyday kind of palette with the pop of shimmer if you want to transition from day to night really, really easily. In this quad, you have 2 satins and 2 mattes according to Charlotte Tilbury's website. I would actually argue that the shimmer in this kind of section here, which is right here, this one is a touch more textured than the one on top. The left side is supposed to be both the satins, and I would definitely say that the top left corner is much more satin in finish, like creamier than this one here. This one is a little bit more textured, but that's just my opinion. As you can see from the swatches, the textured shimmer is absolutely a little bit more of the pop in this palette versus the other 3. The other 3 are much richer when it comes to their undertones. This one is definitely a little bit more of a shimmer top coat kind of idea. It doesn't have as much pigment underneath of it, if that makes sense, so it's definitely much more of a rose gold glitter itself. I think you can do whatever you want with this palette. Honestly, you can do whatever you want with any palette that you have, but I think that that shimmer shade really shines over top of one of the other 3. Now, Charlotte always organizes her palettes very similarly. You have the prime shade in the top left corner. You're supposed to prime your eye like that. Then you have a little bit more of an enhancement on this top right side, so you put a little bit of the enhancement shade kind of in the corner. Then you kind of deepen that even more, like you kind of smoke it out with this one. This is the bottom right corner shadow, and that one you just smoke a little bit more, and then you have the pop of shimmer shade that you put as a pop in the center of the lid. Now that's just her kind of idea of working best with this quad, but you can literally do whatever you want. Today I did very similarly to what she has kind of inspired us to do, so that kind of idea is what I did today. I do think if you just use these 2 on the right by themselves, you'll find that the difference between them is not as much when it comes to, you know, smoking out your eye when you're just using these 2, because the shades are pretty close on their own. So that is my tip when it comes to working with these shadows. As you can see on camera, they do look pretty distinct, but on my eye and my skin tone, they're not as distinct as they look in the pan. So personally for me, when I use this quad, I'm definitely going to be doing a lighter shade on top of here with this one, or I'll just use them on their own, or I'll just be creative with it. But either way, I think that this is literally the perfect neutral palette for me. This is available on her website right now. It is a little bit more expensive because it is Charlotte Tilbury. She is a high-end luxury brand, so just keep that in mind. The palette does retail for 53 American dollars, but I do think that if you're going to get a lot of use out of it, like how I would use all of these shades all the time, then I do think that it's worth your investment. If you only see yourself using 1 or 2 shades, then perhaps this isn't for you. Now onto the blush that she has released with this Pillowtalk extension. This is stunning. Now I have to say that the outer packaging, of course, very standard to her other blushes. I do have one other blush in my collection and I absolutely love it. You guys, one girl, I forget who told me this, and it's never going to be unseen in my head now, but one person said that looks like a boob blush, and I died laughing because it absolutely does, and now I can't unsee it. So This definitely does kind of look like a boob blush, and me and my friends laugh about that, but it is a super beautiful blush, and the shades are positioned on purpose for a reason. Charlotte does say that you're supposed to use the outer part of the blush like for a little bit of an all-over blush look, then you pop the center shade as a pop right in the apple of the cheek. So that's just kind of what she has recommended. You can do whatever, you can swirl them together. As you see, I have it swatched here that the first shade on the left is swirled together, both shades together. Then I have the center pop swatched and then the outer edge swatched. It is a gorgeous blush. It's definitely a rose gold neutral blush. It's definitely much more of a natural finish. I am wearing it today. I love it. I think that it is perfect and it goes with this collection very, very well. The formula of this as well is very consistent with the other blushes that I own, so I'm very impressed with that. I feel like if you put a little bit of too much pigment on your cheek and you're like, oh crap, what do I do? You can blend it out really easily with this one. This is very forgivable, so I love that. This blush as well is available at the Charlotte Tilbury website. They have been selling out on and off because it's a very popular, very buzzworthy product, so I really hope that if you guys are wanting it, that it's in stock for you guys. The blush does retail for 40 American dollars, and I do think it is well worth it. I do not have a blush like this in my collection. Now for my final thoughts of these Pillowtalk products, I'm definitely impressed with both the eyeshadow quad and the blush. This is the first eyeshadow quad that I have used from Charlotte Tilbury, so I can't unfortunately compare any of her other ones because I haven't purchased any of them yet. But what I can tell you is that the mattes in this is really, really easy to blend out. They're very easy to build up as well. I did find that when I was smoking it out just a little bit, I had to add a couple more layers of the smoke shade, and I'll show you again what that one is. It is right here, kind of in the bottom right corner. So I had to add a little bit more, but it's very easy to build up. So I do really like that. These mattes are incredibly creamy. They're very, very easy to work with, and I do think they're among the best in the industry, so I love that. The satin as well is very easy to blend out too. Very, very pigmented. I think it would make a perfect priming color as well. The shimmer as well I found was the best applied with a finger, but that's just me. You can definitely wet your brush as well to give more of an impact. When I was working with it, just how I would regularly work with any other shadow, I've had zero fallout, so that's been amazing. Definitely very impressed with this collection. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go shut up about Charlotte Tilbury now. You guys know how much I love her. I am so excited that this new Pillowtalk extension has been amazing quality, just like some of the other stuff she's released so far. I am very, very impressed. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to let me know by giving it a big thumbs up, as well as don't forget to subscribe on your way out. I would love to see you guys back here, and until my next one, guys, take care. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!
You and me, everything that we've been through has made us strong. You won't believe we've had our gray, but somewhere there's a light inside of us. It shows the way.